name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the bookie killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Notero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, the Bookie Killer. Got my ride-along host, Big Ron, Big Merk in the house. What up, Ron?
Y'all? What's up, y'all?
Couldn't have you at a better time. College football is in full effect. NFL starts today. Couldn't have a perfect co-host, guys. It's a guy that played college ball, superstar, and made it to the NFL as well. So
yes,
I see you rocking that Colorado shirt. I know you got a lot to say about that.
I got to represent. There's a lot of lovers and a lot of haters out there, no matter what the fuck you do. So
Hey,
I gotta represent.
but the bottom line is on our show, you give your opinion. Don't matter what anyone else thinks. I want to see what you feel about these situations.
Definitely.
But anyway, guys, we're back at it. September 5th, podcast number 410. Think it might time to do a little remodel or some shit up in here. 410 podcasts. You know what I mean? So obviously I love you guys because we all know I sure as fuck don't need it. You know what I mean? I'm going to get my money regardless. I just feel it's my duty. I helped with the legalization of sports betting. Been in business for 30 years. Third generation, born and raised in Las Vegas. Been sports betting for 35 fucking plus years, you know. So I feel it's my duty to help these people out, show them right from wrong, show them some trends. And guys, remember, just because a game looks good on paper don't necessarily mean that game's going to win. Also, when I give you stats and golden nuggets, that obviously doesn't necessarily mean that's the games that I'm, betting, $50,000, $100,000 on, or my big players. It's my job to give you guys a little bit more knowledge than what you're doing on your own, because going in guessing ain't going to do anything for anybody. And here's another thing that blows my mind. I get thousands of DMs. We've had hundreds of DMs today, people that, want to get part of the program. They want to do this the right way. And, half of the DMs are, last week I lost this, I did this, I bought a season package with a guy for $1,000. He's got me 0-4. Guys, learn how to cut your fucking ties. Straight the fuck up. In sports betting, you got to understand this, all right? You don't start off with a $20,000 bankroll, lose 15 of it, and then call me and say, hey, man, my guy buried me for 15 grand. Can you help me? Now, what you need to do is get with me before that even happens. We can get you on a money management program, teach you the formula for success, and actually give you a winning season for a fucking change, because you guys deserve it. Aren't you tired of losing? Tired of fucking jumping ship to ship to ship? Before you know it, your dick's gonna fucking fall off. You're fucking playing with so many different people out there. But at the end of the day, guys,
rolling dice with the Jimmy.
100%. Shout out to hundreds of my clients that built a bankroll during Major League Baseball, which is exactly what I told you guys. Now we're going into the football season using the bookies' money.
Oh, yeah.
But for those of you guys out there that aren't using the bookies' money and you're not doing so well, guys, you don't want to go into this season guessing. Been in this business 30 fucking years, and you got to adjust to the line and see what's going on. Different players, different situations. Me and Big Ron will get into that as far as college football is concerned, because there's a lot of people chirping about this team and that team after week one, and me and you discussed off air, week one doesn't mean a fucking thing.
Well, what's funny about it is a lot of these people have been using that same formula, that same game plan for years and years, and they get the same fucking results, and they think it's going to be different the next year, or they know more and more, and then they lose worse and worse. So there's a good deal of people out there that think that. And I had a discussion with one of the boys in the office here recently, so I'm just going to bring it up. He's a great team member, great part of our team, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's just there's more to it than what you all think. And you're putting stats together. You're looking at last year. You're trying to do the eye test with this year. There's a lot of stuff you don't know about these teams. And even some of these coordinators they bring in, it takes like 2 or 3 weeks of real football games for that team to gel, for the scheme
100 fucking percent.
So just be really careful with what you think you know.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Be really careful with what you think you know.
Well, don't forget, NFL, we got week 1. How do you think the lines are set? They're going off last year's power rankings, the whole 9 fucking yards, okay? This year's a whole completely different team based off the spread. I can't tell you how many professional athletes in different sports, all these announcers on Fox and different networks that actually played the sport that they're commentating and couldn't win a game against the spread to save their fucking life.
Also.
I mean, we proved that with, look at Charles Barkley in the past. Dude loses millions of dollars betting on NBA and gambling and different things. This is a guy that played, thinks he knows everything about the game, but when it comes down to the point spread, has no fucking clue.
And now that you bring that up, it's almost like the guys that are on the higher echelon, the ones that we revere, and they do know a lot about football. I mean, it's almost better to have that guy that has to learn a lot more, push a lot more, the names you're not seeing on TV and stuff. You might know a little bit more. I'm one of those guys. I didn't get everything I wanted, but I sure in the hell paid attention. I sure learned a lot. And now from the betting side, I've learned a lot. You know that.
Absolutely. You got to understand, the sports book sets traps. There's all sorts of different elements that go into to making money betting sports.
You've told me this, and everybody I've known that has major success in sports betting. And so the line is made to beat you.
100%.
Everybody's going in, grabbing these money lines, want to tease stuff. You know why? Because you think your money's more safe with the favorite all the time. But guess what? Every line is made to beat you. You need to remember that, especially the first 4 or 5 weeks.
You need to remember that forever. You have a sports consultant and a motherfucker's giving you minus 200s and 300s. What the fuck do you need him for?
Exactly.
That doesn't take any type of information, any type of scout, any type of fucking talent to get inside information.
And you end up just burned. You end up destroyed from doing that.
Another thing people say is, Steve, you put down sometimes other guys that don't live in Vegas. Why do you do that? Well, first of all, because let's get it straight. Where are the lines made at, Ron?
Right here.
The lines are made out here in Las Vegas. I'm third generation, born and raised in Las Vegas. Get inside information with the guys that make the fucking line. Las Vegas is the capital. We always have games coming in and out of our town. Getting inside. Travel is a big time thing in college. How teams are traveling, what's going on, how their accommodations are, how they're setting up the next day. So there's a lot of elements that go into this. And all I'm trying to say, guys, is don't start off the season guessing. You want to deal with the best motherfucker in the industry, a guy that's been doing it for 30 years, that's had 30 successful seasons of making millions of dollars? I can help you. All I'm looking to do is add to your arsenal. A lot of you guys are out there sloppy. You need to learn money management and discipline, which is the key to success in sports betting. Game a day, not every day, maybe on Saturday, Sunday, 2 games. And that your second game is bet after you determine the winning or losing of the first one, period. You don't go betting blind. You don't bet 3 games a day, 21 games a week. You'll have 0 shot of making money. And you fake-ass guys out there acting like you're surviving off parlays and getting rich, posting one winner every 22 days and not showing the 21 days of all losing. You guys are breaking even, running in place, living in fucking rental places and condos and shit, man. Worry about making your next car payment, all right? A lot of you sports consultants out there think that sitting in your rental house, sitting in your underwear, guessing games on a computer makes you a sports consultant. You guys have no fucking clue what it's like to deal with the biggest sports bettors in the world and have an employee, 25 employees in an office with 13 fucking secretaries, a verification department, a manager, and guys that consult and do this business the right way. It's called building a relationship with a client. Not sending them a fucking email, not sending them a text, not building a relationship, not knowing how much they're betting, nothing. Guys, anyone can sell a deal and earn a commission. You make a friend, you earn a fortune. That's how all this digital shit started. In the beginning of sports consulting, the same guy that could be a little bit successful on Instagram and digitally, this is the same guy that could walk into my sales room and couldn't make it a fucking week. Couldn't sell a deal to save his life, has no phone talent, has no people connection, no nothing. So you go digitally, put up fake ads, fake this, hide behind Instagram, and you can run a low-level, small-time business. But don't ever think for one fucking second that you're comparing to a 25-man room grinding outbound, not counting our website does 3 times what our outbound sales does. So we get our guys digitally. Once they sign up digitally, they go to a live rep where we work with them on a one-on-one so there's no mistake and build a relationship. You guys don't know about meeting 10 clients on a weekend, guys that are betting anywhere from $5,000 to $100,000 a game, working with them, going to dinner, catering to these guys, and building real relationships. That's how you turn a $10,000 player into a $100,000 player.
Oh, you got great guys here. You got a great staff.
Well, what I'm saying, sports consultants a little bit more than putting a pick out on fucking social media like you're doing something special. You know what I'm saying? It's a fucking joke.
Yeah.
And the guys that are showing a bunch of cash and money, well, those are the guys that are losing the most because those guys have no confidence in themselves. They don't have any clue what the fuck they're doing. So showing money is the only thing they could possibly do to maybe try to show themselves a little respect.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they got to look in the mirror, know that they fucking suck, know that they're groupies, know they don't have a business license, haven't paid taxes in 10 fucking years, and are straight just, get out the fucking game type guys. It's guys like that ruin it for everybody. You got a trash man that turns into a professional handicapper overnight, a guy that has an algorithm in Florida that knows about this, that, and the other. Guys, putting a picture of a Ferrari, putting a picture of cash, a lot of these tickets are fake as fuck anyway, and the guys that do post big tickets, what about the other 9 that they lost? But yet you're thinking that they're winning because they're flashing. Anybody could be whoever they want on Instagram. And no offense, I'm older now, so I don't do that. If I was young, I probably would, but I still wouldn't because all you're doing is setting yourself up for the IRS, the FBI, and the Gaming Control Commission to come right down your broke-ass motherfucking throat and end your fake-ass career.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking about big boy shit over here, licensed and bonded, same location, 30 years, made history with Money Talks, coming back with Money Talks, new season, as we know, filming in October. So, we got a lot of big things here, guys, but more importantly, if you're truly serious about making money and you want to treat this as a business and not as a degenerate, because like I said, guys, I'm not going to, you call me week number 3 telling me what some other guy did to you and you got buried and can I help? Nah, the answer is no offense, but I can't do a fucking thing for you. You call me while you have your bankroll and let me show you how to triple that shit and let me show you how to flip it like a world-class fucking gymnast. That's what you do. And we can make a lot of money. So all you guys out there that want to take this shit serious, we're about to have the biggest season we've ever had. Sports betting is bigger than ever, and we got more clients than ever, which means more money's flowing in. You guys, huh?
Everyone's like through the roof for this season, especially for you're going to be talking, and you know where to go with this with the college football. This 12-team playoff. It's history this year, man.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of fans all over the nation, and I know fans like to have the action in for the game. We treat it like a business. I'm more old school. You're more old school. If you treat it like a business and you're really dedicated and you're hiring the best people to help you with your business, then you get paid like it's a business. If you're just out there for shits and giggles and you're always going to bet Clemson because you're a Clemson fan or something like that, you probably shouldn't be putting money up on games at all.
You don't bet with your heart, Ron.
I'm a fan, but I'm just telling you, I stay away from my team a lot because of that fact.
100%. And it's really good advice because for you guys out there, and remember, there's a lot of new sports bettors out there.
Oh, yeah.
It's because I've been in the game for 30 years. Sports betting's been legalized in dozens of states now. The money is bigger, the volume is bigger, not to mention the underground and the offshore betting. Yeah. It's more money than ever. And what really did it for us was Florida.
Oh, yeah.
I've made 7 figures in Florida just in baseball season alone from the guys being able, because the Hard Rock out there, they'll let you fire $100,000, $200,000 a game. No big fucking deal. So with all the new states being legalized, it just makes us grow. And, I just want everyone to understand that a real sports bettor and the way that you make money doing this isn't to take it as a hobby or for kicks and giggles. I mean, this is how I put my kids through college. This is how I became a multimillionaire. And it takes discipline and, like I said, money management. And you can succeed and you can make a second income. And if you do it the right way, it can be very, very ludicrous.
Yeah, it's billions, hundreds of billions, maybe even
very
trillions. I'm not putting it out. There's a lot of money passing through sports that we don't know. So, like you said, if there's that much money in it, shit, somebody's getting paid.
Well, yeah, you're not counting the billions and billions of offshore and the local bookies out there still and everything out there. So, could you imagine, I always imagined sports betting would be legal. That's why I helped the legalization of it, but it's going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And these wannabes are going to keep coming out the woodwork and claiming to be sports consultants. And these are the same guys that are sitting in an apartment that don't know fucking shit. Don't know any players, don't know any coaches, don't work with anybody that make the lines, ain't hanging out with no casino host seeing where the sharp action is in the sports books. You guys ain't doing none of that, man. So, I mean, if you're looking for a guy guessing in his underwear, be my fucking guest. You want to deal with a guy that's been in business 30 years, that does whatever it takes to get the job done, to make you money? Because remember one thing, if you don't make money, I don't make money. And I'm doing whatever it takes to get the job done. I'll leave it at that. Let's get into these golden nuggets.
Wait. Military.
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Want to give a shout out to all of our active and retired military, all the retired U.S. veterans. Thank you for your support, all you active military guys. Anytime you guys DM me, I got you for a free pick. We always support our military. We love you guys, and it's because of you why I'm allowed to live the life that I'm living.
Thank you for your service.
Yes, sir. NFL is back. Some marquee matchup in Week 1 and some incredible Week 1 Golden Nuggets, Big Ron.
Yes, sir.
Guys, we got a great show for you. You better get that pen and a piece of paper. Golden Nuggets are back.
Yes, sir.
Yes, they fucking are. Let's get into NFL Week 1 Golden Nuggets. Thursday night football, Ravens at Chiefs, should be a banger tonight. They got the Chiefs holding strong at -3 with a total of 47.5. Patrick Mahomes is 5-1 to the over in his past 6 openers. As a golden nugget here, guys, past 3 seasons, Lamar Jackson is a perfect 7-0 against the spread as a underdog.
Wow.
So, like I said, marquee matchups here. Here's the question, Ron. How good are the Chiefs' chances of winning their 3rd straight Super Bowl?
I think they're really good. I'm not. You got the information on the game, but I'm just saying I'm not sure about this game tonight. But I think they're really good.
Well, my answer was, it says, what's the chances of winning another Super Bowl? Very good, just like you said.
Yeah.
Are they going to win a 3rd Super Bowl and 3-peat? Nope. Write that down and fucking circle it. We're all done with Taylor Swift and Kelsey and all the bullshit. I'm sorry to all you Swifties. You can Swift these nuts for all I give a fuck because I'm tired of it. It's corny, and I can't stand the football pop star relationship shit, man. For me, it's just.
It has nothing to do with the game, right?
Nope, but that owner of the Chiefs sure ain't got no problem with it.
No,
Man, made them so much motherfucking money.
The
It's crazy.
doesn't have a problem with it either.
Neither.
Using that to pump up their brand and more and more.
Well, yeah, not to mention the Kelsey brothers just got $100 million thanks to the Swifties for their podcast as well. So, yeah, she did a lot for that family and that team. Friday
$100 million for your podcast.
Fucking A, you know what I mean? Friday night football in Brazil. Packers versus Eagles, -3. The total is 48. Players from both teams said that they were warned multiple times not to leave their hotel. The crime rate is crazy right now in Brazil.
Oh, dude, it's not going to happen.
Well, I'm just saying, you got the NFL players thinking, hey, dog, we're going to Brazil, home of the big booty. We're about to go out there and fuck something, smoke something.
You said it.
I'm just saying it. I know NFL's thinking we're going out there fucking some shit, smoking some weed, and going to go play in the game. However, the golden nugget in this, guys, in the last 5 years, the Packers are combined 13-2 against the spread the first 3 weeks of the season under head coach Matt LaFleur. Back to that Brazil and being warned several times, bro. When you're getting warned like that, it's pretty serious. Sounds to me like they're going to be targeting these NFL.
I know we're joking and stuff, but
it's real.
It's real, and the NFL is real too. And if most of those players know that they're going to frown upon it, they'll probably stay their ass in. They might sneak something in.
Oh, well, what do you mean they might?
Yeah.
They're looking for the dude that has the 20est bad bitches that deliver right to the fucking hotel, sneak in the back. The whole 9 yards. They're going to get theirs regardless. Raiders, we got our Las Vegas Raiders. Shout out to the Raiders out there. At the Chargers. Chargers -3 in this game. Total 40.5. Wide receiver Devontae Adams said the reports are wrong, and he is not unhappy playing for the Raiders. Well, that's good to hear, Devontae, because we got your back, and we need you to go 100%. And we know what's up. We know the shitty quarterbacks that you had and when you're wide open and how they weren't throwing you the ball and all that shit. We get it. I get it. And I completely agree with you. But then when you start publicly yelling and all that, it turns into crying, and that's how they went hard on him because of his reaction publicly. But I probably would have did the same thing. Throw me the fucking ball.
Yeah. Well, his boy or his friend or one of the guys in the NFL made that comment for him. So be careful what you're saying for other people. 100%, and I believe what he said. He didn't make that comment. That's what.
Well, Rodgers is his biggest dick rider. Yeah. Rodgers is his main man.
A lot of people assuming, but I can't assume for you.
No.
The only thing they can take is from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, 100%, period. So Devontae's happy, which is good. Raiders, a lot of people say they're going to finish last in their division. Well, I'm going to tell you right here on this show, they won't finish last in their division.
But pretty close.
Yeah, well, they won't finish last. I won a lot of bets in the office with that last year.
You're going to make a lot of money on it.
So, but the crazy thing is the last 5 years, it's 13-2, first 3 weeks, Green Bay all day. Raiders and Chargers, like I told you, man. Now, Jim Harbaugh is back in the NFL after leading Michigan to a national title. The Nugget, both Jim and John Harbaugh, are combined 16-4 against the spread in the season opening games.
Wow.
Harbaugh brothers don't like to lose, bro. Period.
Especially the season opener.
No doubt. Texas, -3 at Colts. Total, 48.5. This game right here, I don't know. It's going to be a pretty boring game. I like Texas. I think Texans are going to do a little bit better than everyone thinks this year. Just to give you a little golden nugget from Steve Stevens, I'm in a good mood. I think Texas handles this -3 very, very easy against the Colts. Okay?
It does look good, man. They open up their pockets and they're starting to spend on players now.
But then let me give you a stat. Divisional home dogs, 22-7 against the spread week 1 since 2010. So on paper, it's the underdog all day. Me, feeling lovely, wanting to help my listeners out. I like Houston to handle that -3 all day long.
There we go.
Sunday night thriller, you got the Rams at the Detroit Lions. Detroit's -3.5 with a 50.5 total. Jared Goff looks to beat his old team again, like they did last year in the playoffs. Here's a good golden nugget, Ron. The most profitable quarterback against the spread in week 1 in the last 20 years is Jared Goff, who is 7-0 against the spread in week 1 in his career.
I guarantee you most people didn't know that.
Yeah, well, let me ask you this. Is he going 8-0? You got Rams at Lions. Lions -3.5.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and go.
Most profitable quarterback against the
yes.
spread in week 1 in the last 20 years is Jared Goff.
Nobody wanted to play the Lions last year. That team
they're scrappy.
Got better,
yeah.
They got better.
Yep. Let's move on to Monday Night Football. Monday night opener. Jets at the San Francisco 49ers. 49ers -4.5 with a total 43.5. Aaron Rodgers have won 10 straight times on Monday Night Football straight up.
Be careful.
Yeah, what's going on? How did this peyote and all this? What did his drugs tell him?
Hey, it's something.
I mean, Veronica, did you hear about his last trip before this season? Did they tell him anything? Did we get any inside information, or were they winning game number 1? Or
was it a frog or a mushroom?
Yeah, you know what I mean. He's licking the head of the frog, doing whatever he does, going there crazy as shit. But I tell you what, if he does come off from not playing last year, and Monday night he does go to 11-0 on Monday night, I'm going to give him the props that he deserves. But with the 49ers signing our boy, good luck.
Hey,
good fucking luck.
Shout out to Supernormal and the mushrooms, man. That's probably where it comes.
Microdosing's where it's at. If you guys don't know about it, you want to elevate your mind every now and then.
Supernormal.
Yeah, get off all that other shit. Get you a little microdose of them shrooms and get to know yourself a little bit better. You know what I mean?
Know who the hell you really are.
Absolutely. A golden nugget in this game. San Francisco lost the Super Bowl last year, and since 2000, the loser of the Super Bowl is 10-14 straight up and 5-19 against the spread in week 1. So on paper, it's all against the San Francisco 49ers.
You know what? I'm not sold on it. I got him as a backup on my fantasy, but I'm not sold on Purdy. With quarterbacks, you got to show me like probably 2-3 years to get love. So I'm not sold.
Going against literally one of the most OGs besides Brady.
Exactly, but you know why everyone's sold on Purdy, right? I mean, his team was excellent. You could have put
every position. Every position.
Any averagely good quarterback you put on that team was going to win.
100%.
Right?
Well, Garoppolo couldn't do it.
Yeah. Well,
Garoppolo couldn't do it, and we laughed him out of Las Vegas. Where's he? He's on the sidelines on the Rams, ain't he?
He showed.
He's all dressed up, just chilling.
But what I was
bastard.
What I was saying with Purdy, I'm not sold on it, and this is the reason why San Fran is selling it so bad with Purdy. It's because look how much it costs. You get him on a rookie contract, and then you're going to pay him. But you don't nearly have to pay him as much as these top quarterbacks are making. What are they making, like $50 million a year or something?
Well, they're the reason they got rid of Garoppolo.
Yeah, but Garoppolo was garbage. He was getting
garbage.
He was getting paid. Sorry, Garoppolo. Garbage is average. for most players in the NFL. Garoppolo did some things, but he wasn't elite.
No.
So, like I said, man, I'm not sold on Purdy. I'm not saying whether he'll do bad or good. I'm just not sold on.
Well, you add that to on paper. It looks like I know who you're leaning to. You're looking at the Jets might get that done with Aaron Rodgers, and he goes 11-0 on Monday.
Never be surprised with the NFL.
All right, well, let's get right into some college football as well, guys. Week 2, this is going to be a quick season trend, guys.
Okay.
Double-digit favorites have been winning straight up at a very high rate to start the season. Here's the trend, guys. Double-digit favorites are 89-3 straight up this season. Wow. Did you just hear what the fuck I said?
That's crazy.
Double-digit favorites are 89-3 straight up this season. Here's a nugget. The under is 57-42 through the first 2 weeks of the season. And I know that very well because I got hit over the head real hard on an over that went under very easily.
It happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's the golden nugget, guys. The MAC conference is 9-2 against the spread so far this season. You got anything to say about the MAC, Big Ron?
I tell you what, I know the SEC and a couple other big conferences weren't looking well like that record for the MAC is. So the MAC has got something going on, and I know you're zoned in on them.
We'll see. The preview, Boise State at number 7, Oregon. The line, Oregon minus 19.5, total 61.5. Oregon coming off a horrible performance last week, looking to come back strong. Do you think that they redeem themselves and beat down Boise, or do you think Boise holds its ground and has a good chance?
I actually think they do redeem themselves, and this is what touched on what we talked about before we started the pod. Look, man, a lot of you guys are going to go out there and unload your banks thinking you know everything on something you saw in the first week. And what I'm here to tell you, from being there and seeing how teams develop on the offense, on the defense, the adjustments, the changing of positions, within the first 3 weeks, if you think you know everything about a college football team, you are out of your mind unless that team is a Georgia. Okay?
Yeah,
you
no
are
doubt.
out of your mind. Some of these teams who struggled, and granted, Oregon was just like Colorado. We struggled with an FCS team, but it was a playoff or championship or that type of level FC, S team. Be freaking careful of you thinking you know everything about these teams because they're going to gel. They're going to start.
Correct. Yeah, right.
And you're going to get your head.
But on the other side,
upside the head.
On the other side of the token, like you're saying though, in a sports betting rule of thumb is you don't bet a team due to win.
Oh, yeah.
So even if you do think Oregon's going to bounce back strong, there's too many other games on the board to put your money on rather than this fucking game, guys. Plain and fucking simple.
Don't spend the time trying to figure it out if you don't got the information you need.
Number 7, Oregon almost lost its home opener last week to Idaho, and Oregon was favored by 49 points. Easiest fucking winner on the board.
They would have beat UNLV.
Here's a stat. This is Boise's largest line as an underdog since almost 23 years. Here's a question. You think Oregon, like I said, will come out fired up to redeem itself after the poor performance or no?
Hey, call me out on this one. I might be wrong.
You think they do?
I think they do.
Okay, good. What do you guys think? Put a comment in. You think Oregon bounces back to redeem themselves from last week's poor play? I want to know what you guys think.
And I hate Oregon. My boy loves them, but I hate Oregon.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
They're horrible for me.
More than anybody, but I'm not an Oregon fan.
Skip and I both hate them. They've cost me a lot of fucking money.
Their coach pulled last year with my
$1 million weekend. They cost us a $200,000 bet.
Yeah.
And was up in the first half, killing them.
Oh, exactly.
Fucking sorry bastards.
Yeah.
USF at number 4, Alabama. Alabama 30.5. Alabama rolled last week, and they are now 9-1 in opening games since 2015. But Alabama is just 6-13 against the spread in week number 2 since 2004. So all you guys that got paid on Bama last week, looking to come pound them again this week, minus 31, you might be the only one getting pounded, and that'll be from the back with the sportsbook's dick right in your ass.
Oh, yeah, sportsbook's going to open that door wide open.
Yeah, they are. No grease and then slide that motherfucker in. Yeah. Here's a rivalry game that should be kind of exciting. Iowa State at Iowa. Iowa's minus
What's
2.
What's exciting about Iowa?
Well, just a marquee matchup. Should be a close game. It's not going to be a blowout one way or another.
That's
Am
like
I going to watch the game?
In the last, they haven't scored over 20-something points. How many times?
Might be the most boring game in history and period.
Yeah.
evenly matched. That's about all you could say about that game.
There you go.
Minus 2.5, the total 35. We do have a golden nugget on it, though.
Go ahead.
The total for this game is the second lowest total in the rivalry game in the last 20 years, which goes back to your point. What'd you say, Ron? These motherfuckers don't score.
Exactly. I can see that. I saw 35.5.
Oh, my God.
One team.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought it was
Well,
for
you
one
know,
side of the ball,
that's
so
for
I
the
saw
game.
Iowa.
You were right on point with what you said. And since 2005, the under 15-3.
15-3. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So they just keep lowering the line every fucking game,
And they can't get it.
and it'll still go under. Next
was like
time it'll be 27.
It reminds me of the Army-Navy game.
Yeah, no.
And then, look, the one year that everybody unloaded on the freaking under, boop,
They blew out over high scoring. Yeah. Well, here's what I think is the biggest game of the weekend, and so far we will find out if number 3 Texas is for real or not.
I think they are.
You like Texas squad?
I actually think they are, man. And Michigan, and I told y'all to be careful. Michigan will improve, but definitely not close to the Michigan of last year. Like,
Well, you got
you're a championship team, you know, like the Georgias.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, Texas ain't. They're not messing around, man.
Number 3 Texas at number 10 Michigan. Game is at the Big House in Michigan. The line Texas 7.5 with the total 42.5. You think something's off with that total?
Yeah, there is something over
I agree. The trend, Michigan has closed as a 7-point home underdog just 5 times since 2000, and Michigan is 0-5 straight up in those 5 games. Let me tell you that again, guys. Home underdogs just 5 times since 2000, and Michigan is 0-5 straight up in those 5 games. Looks like Michigan is an underdog.
Yep.
I got to agree. We're going to see if Texas is real or not. They should get the job done.
Yeah, definitely.
Big time first half Golden Nuggets Saturday night. Number 14, Tennessee, -8 at number 24, NC State. Write this down, guys. The Golden Nugget. Tennessee's head coach is 42-17 against the first half spread in his career as a head coach.
Wow.
He is also 23-7 against the first half spread on the road. Motherfucker, you guys want a first half? There you go. It's another thing. Just because these teams and footballs here doesn't necessarily need you bet a side or you bet a total.
Exactly.
9 out of 10 of these people that have lost the first 3 weeks, if they would have bet the teams that they wanted first half, 80% of them would have won versus the whole game going out and losing. How many teams were up in the first half that got pounded out second half, fucked up, and lost?
And I'll give you a gem.
UTSA, give you an example.
Yep.
Up 21-3, easy cover first half, barely win the game, -24 spread.
Well, here's the gem that you guys got to think about. It's a long season. Just to add on to that, no coach wants to get his star player screwed up in the third or fourth quarter of a game that they're dominating.
No, not at all.
So that gives you a clue of why the first half spread is what it is. They want their boys to play too. I wouldn't want to blow out people so I can get some of my homeboys in the game.
Well, it'd be the best advice that I could give you guys that aren't going to call me and you're hard-headed and you want to learn on your own and you want to get blasted. Best advice that I could probably give you, the teams, the sides that you plan on betting, you're going to have a better chance of winning betting those teams first half than you do for the game if you're going to bet numerous games. Plain and fucking simple. MLB segment. What is a better investment for sports bettors? Betting the beginning of football season, NFL, or betting the final month of baseball season? Final month of baseball season, college football being right there, NFL coming in a close third.
My best seasons ever, and this is just straight being
No,
real.
I'm saying what is a better investment for the sports
That's
bettor?
what I'm about to tell you.
But these are all going on at the same time.
Yeah, but that's what I'm about to tell you.
Football, NFL, college, or the final month of baseball.
It's going to be baseball.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I've said for years. You know me for years. I've always said that.
100%. The same teams that came out on fire in the beginning of the season, that played average so-so. I'll give you a couple teams that came out, were just smoking. You can bet on them every fucking week and then fell off. Phillies was one. Atlanta Braves was another. Dodgers has been an if team the whole year long. Dodgers go on their little runs, but they'll also go, win one, lose one, win one, lose one. But and then Phillies, Braves completely fucking fell off. Now towards the end of the year, they're coming back. Same thing with the Yankees.
Yeah.
And all these teams are going to be there at the end. As much as I love the Yankees, it hurts my heart to say their bullpen cannot get it done.
I'm just going to say that their bullpen's garbage.
It's garbage. Listen, if the Yankees are up 4-2, That's not again in the eighth inning. You have a chance that they lose just like they did the other night.
I just don't see how they
being up 4-1 in the eighth inning, and they got fucking blasted.
You're right, but I don't see how they spend so much money everywhere.
They have no bullpen.
But their bullpen, they haven't been able to get together for
Correct.
15 years.
So the only way the Yankees would have a shot is if every game the starters went out there and did their job and pitched 6 innings, maybe 7 innings, and then bring a reliever in to maybe get them throughout the game. As soon as you get the Yankees into their bullpen, it's a wrap. Anybody can beat them.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I don't know, man. It's crazy. And then you got the Braves that were on fire, barely locking in the wild card spot. You know what I mean? You'd figure that team.
The Braves keep running into injuries to their major players.
Yeah, well, look out for the Phillies as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Anyway, guys, here's a question from a fan. Aaron Judge is on fire with 51 home runs and 143 RBIs. Ohtani has just been unreal, and he just joined the 40-40 club with 44 home runs and 46 stolen bases. Here's the question. Who is having the more impressive season in your opinion? Judge has not homered in 9 straight games. Ohtani or Judge? Who you think, E?
Ohtani.
Who's playing better?
Come on now.
You like Ohtani? Yeah, I think Judge does a lot for his fucking.
I love you, bro, but come on, man. This is the first time everything happening with Ohtani.
Who is having a more impressive year?
Ohtani or Judge?
Ohtani or Judge? It seems like Judge did the same shit last year. So how would this year be more impressive? Ohtani's doing more this year than he did last year to help his team. They're both phenomenal players. They're both.
He's going to be the only major league player to be in the 50-50 club. That's what he's going to do.
Well, not only that, but Ron, check this out. These are 2 monster Goliath fucking guys, dude.
Yeah,
you sit these 2 guys next to you, you're thinking you're sitting next to 2 statues in fucking Nike Town.
Yeah,
they're fucking monsters. And I don't know who I would say is having a more impressive year, but you probably got to go on paper with Ohtani for sure.
Out of all the history of baseball, this guy's about to do something that no other player has ever done.
Right.
How can you compare that to you?
Real simple, because you take the Judge off the Yankees, and the Yankees wouldn't be the Yankees.
There you go.
So there's a fight on both sides. Yankees are just 4-11 in their last 11 games, but the New York Yankees hit the over 6 straight times. Yeah, they've only won 4 out of their last 15, but it goes under 6 straight times.
Oh yeah.
Phillies are red hot once again, winners of 4 straight games. Phillies lead the Braves by 7 games in the division. Phillies are 47-25 at home. World Series odds, guys. Dodgers plus 300, best record in baseball. Here we go again with the best team in baseball, best record in baseball, all-star lineup. Let me check that off. Who won't win the World Series?
Exactly.
Then you got Phillies plus 460 with a great shot. Yankees plus 650. Orioles plus 700. How about the Orioles?
That's who I love.
How about the Orioles yesterday? Minus 330. Loser.
Oh, yeah. But they whooped ass a
couple games before.
You know
they did. Yeah, 100%.
You know what's up.
Well, yeah, it drew them right in. They won by 7 runs the first 2 games, so everyone comes on them, bets them minus 2.5. They lose outright.
You gave back those units. You actually gave back an extra unit.
There was
300 and something.
100%. Period. Yeah. Now, Astros plus 700. Cleveland plus 1,600. Could Cleveland slide in there?
No.
They
don't have enough offense.
No. Few more nuggets, guys. The bettors do not know this, but the Toronto Blue Jays have the best run line record on the road. 46-26 run line on the road. So, guys, don't sit here telling me you're betting Toronto on the road run line because
Definitely
you're not.
not.
But that because of that golden nugget there, pay attention and you'll start making some money. Another losing team, the Cincinnati Reds have the second best road run line record in baseball, 43-23 on the run line on the road. Those are 2 team guys you bet on the run line, minus the 1.5 or plus the 1.5 on the road. Toronto Blue Jays, Cincinnati Reds.
Yes.
Best team in baseball to bet straight up when listed as a favorite?
Oh, my God.
Motherfucking Cleveland Guardians, who you said had no chance, with a 55-30 straight up record when listed as favorites.
As favorites. There we go.
Ron, what's Colorado going to do this year,
I'm
Ron?
excited, man. Get excited.
You went to Big Ron went to Colorado, before he got drafted to the Patriots.
So
Big fan. This is all tomorrow. I mean, what are they going to do,
we
Ron?
We just got through talking about this. All these people, and you're supposed to get excited about your fan, your school.
Talk to me.
The one that you're a fan of. I get excited about mine too, but let's not be too delusional. The last 6 out of 7, or maybe even 7 out of 8 times we played University of Nebraska, the Cornhuskers, and by the way, Buffaloes, I think they do eat a lot of corn. Like,
Yeah, they do for sure.
yeah, and then they shit it out. But excuse my language. Respect to all you Nebraska fans. I know you got to.
What the Cornhuskers need to understand is corn has no nutritional value at all. None.
Most of our line makers, they'll make a favorite because they're home. And yes, you guys did make a lot of improvements. I'm actually very impressed with the Cornhuskers. But the fact of the matter is, everybody keeps saying we're going to get blown out when we go to Lincoln, Nebraska. And granted, you might be right, but right now I still think that we got your number. I think we still end up getting that ass every time we play you guys. So I don't think anything changes when we step into Lincoln this weekend. I know it's going to be a great game, but for all you out there, and I'm not taking L's, but I'm putting it out right now. I'm loving the Colorado Buffaloes to walk into Lincoln Stadium and get some corn ass.
All right, well, let's see what you're going to do.
Not corny ass, but I mean, that's corny what I said, but I'm telling you, expect the Buffaloes to come in there, and I don't care if it's by 1 point or we smash them. Expect the Buffaloes to come out with a win this weekend. Shout out to all my Buff fans. Go Buffs.
All right, so for a guy that played college football,
and I'm doing the thing I told y'all not to do. I'm emotional about it, but I'm also doing it off some logic.
No, I'm going to give you some logic. Yeah. So would it be fair to say that you can't base what a college football does in week 1, in week 2, week 3?
Of course not. And that's why these books are so fat with getting people's money week to week.
Tell them why.
People only believe what they saw the week before. Do you understand?
Teams haven't even started to play together yet.
Exactly. They haven't gelled together. Some of these guys are seeing each other, especially with the transfer portal, with all the schools.
Give me an example of what happened with you when you played. I mean, obviously, I want to hear real shit from a college player.
Back in the day,
Game 1, were you the same game 1 as you were 2, 3, and 4?
No, man. You always got better. And anything you do in life, from a famous man, my father, world-class trainer for Roy Jones Jr. and a bunch of other wonderful champs, Ray Mercer, Al Cole. What he always told me, you never maintain. You never just what I saw before. Every day and everything you do,
I do better.
Even in this betting shit, you either getting a little or a lot better or worse.
Correct.
So you constantly, there's no such thing as maintaining. So expect a lot of these teams to, it might be a gift that they found out some of the weaknesses and shit that they had to work on.
My
because
point,
with some of those coaches, they'll come back. You won't see that problem.
Point being, like Nebraska blew them out last week. That's why you're hearing all this shit that you guys are going to get. They're going to blow out Colorado, this, that, and the other. But so you're saying it's not really fair to judge their blowout last week with their game they're playing today. Because,
Exactly.
Now, could a team come out and just jail from game 1, or is that?
Oh, yeah, it can happen, but I'm telling you, it's rare. I mean, when you're in camp, there's nothing like a game situation. So for all you young athletes out there, or for all you guys that have a kid that plays athletes, you should practice how you play, but most don't. It takes some games for a lot of these teams to get that
mojo,
that engine fucking tuned in. You know what I mean? To get the engine tuned in, to have that motherfucker running the way it's supposed to. Think about it. You have to tune your car if you fucking racing.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? The first time you make out with your girlfriend, maybe you're different. First time you meet a new girl, the best sex probably wasn't the first time.
It could be.
It could be.
Because you're going with no emotion, trying to hit it as hard as you can.
Most things, when you work at it, or you find out what you need to fix or work on, you're going to get better at it.
So Nebraska looked like they were hitting on all cylinders. You're telling me Colorado's got their engine tuned. It's going to be a good fucking game.
Well, their offense is tuned. We got a lot of talent on offense and defense. And our defense is harder initially to get it right. Offenses know what they're doing. Defenses have to adjust to what you're doing, right? So when you first start off the season, unless you play with that team for a year, 2, 3 years, it takes a minute to get it exactly right, whether it's on pass offense or run defense. Run defense or pass defense. It takes a minute for you to get in tune with your boy next to you.
Exactly. Well, you heard it there, guys. Big Ron in the motherfucking house. Guys, we couldn't be more excited. Game 1 of NFL going off tonight. College football week number 2. Major League Baseball playoffs. To you sports bettors out there, now is the best time you could possibly ever imagine to make money. You have way too many options out there to choose from. No sense of guessing. No sense of doing it on your own. If you guys are serious about making a second income, you want to actually have a winning fucking season for a change, and you want to help yourself get the finer things in life, all you got to do is DM or call me, 877-220-6540. I'll show you the formula for success. At the end of the day, guys, you can put your mind to anything and accomplish anything as long as you want it. Do not go into this season betting sloppy, because a sloppy asshole ain't going to get you nothing but a couple bucks on Boulder Highway. That's about all that's going to get you, guys. Everybody else, let's go compose, be composed. Smart strategy, sports betting, money management, discipline are the keys to success. On the behalf of VIP Sports and myself, we love you guys. And remember one thing, don't let the players be the only ones that get paid. I'll see you next week.
It's Steve Stevens, I bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Poppin' bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the bomb play me. Fuck around and put $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock, so sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Byron.